In today's video, we're going to talk about mental health. Why it is so important in today's age. What are the 3 challenges about mental health? But still people don't choose to talk about it. And at the end, I'm going to tell you 3 signs to detect mental health, whether somebody is struggling with mental health or not. So let's begin with what is mental health. Mental health is basically the ability to process reality, what is happening around you, how you look at it, how you process it, and how you behave back. A lot of times people are not able to process reality. So in relationship, at work, with people around, with their own self, they are not able to understand, why am I feeling like this? Why is this person behaving like this? What can I do? How can I respond? I'm confused. I can't understand. It's overwhelming sometimes. That leads to mental health issues. It could lead to thinking, overthinking. It could lead to emotional issues. It could lead to behavioral issues. Now, why is it so important? Because today we have so many options and so many freedom of career, freedom of relationships. Earlier, we used to have only limited options. So what happened? You don't have any options. You're not confused. You don't have fear, and you are, you have to select this spouse, or you have to select this career or this kind of lifestyle. But today, technology, options in lifestyle, relationships, education option, career option, income option, business options. There's so much out there with social media having your entire life open to public, and one wrong move can go public in no time. So people are afraid, people are not able to make the choice, and that is causing anxiety, that is causing more stress, and that is causing more mental health problems. Now, 3 challenges why this is persistent and why is it going bad. First is nobody talks about it, right? It is less spoken about. When we talk about mental health, people feel it's taboo. I can't talk about it because it will lead to people thinking I'm mad, I am incapable, or I have some limitations in my mind. And often when people go to their friends or family or parents or spouse or siblings, it's always shrugged off and, oh, it's okay, it's just temporary, don't worry about it, yeah, don't talk about it, don't tell anybody. To the extent that people don't want to, when they come to us and they want to sign up for a program, they say, I'm going to use third-party payment. I'm going to do cash because I don't want that registered in my credit card statement, or nobody should know, and it has to be hush-hush, and don't tell this to anybody. And if we have a pain, a headache, a stomach ache, we don't shy away to tell people or go and get help. But when it comes to mental health, and when I say mental health, I'm not talking about people being in psychiatric state, meaning my brain has a problem and I need psychiatric help. I'm talking about the daily, day-to-day stress, anxiety, which leads to mental health problems, and nobody wants to fix it. Nobody wants to take expert help. The second point is it's increasing. It is not decreasing. Because of the day and age, because of social media, because of so many options available today. Earlier, we didn't have so many options. Career options was limited, marriage options was limited, business options was limited, and we were only playing with certain options based on family, giving us that freedom, and so it was okay. But today, because the whole world is opened up with social media, because you have like 100 career options, because you can start business without, with little capital, and so much freedom creates more fear of making the wrong choice with your spouse, making the wrong choice in business or career. And this leads to a lot of stress on the mind, overthinking, fear, anxiety, stress. That leads to mental health issues. And the third is that it's not just the mind, it impacts all areas of your life. It starts with the mind, it impacts your health, and no matter what you do with your health, a lot of times we see that people go for medical help, but if it's in the mind, the doctor cannot help you. It can give you medicine, it can give you rest, it can give you test, but unless your mind is taken care of, you cannot resolve it. And from the health, it moves into relationship, in your marriage, with your kids, at work, in your business, and it impacts all areas and you start suffering, and it's a spiral. It's a crazy spiral, right? one area leads to the other, and it's not improving. The mental health goes bad to worse. So let's understand, how can you detect quickly the 3 signs that a person is struggling with mental health. The first sign is that person is not happy. The person has everything, good relationship, income, finance, security, comfort, but often we see that person is just not happy. And that person says, I know I have everything, but I don't know why am I not happy. I just can't feel happiness. That's the first sign. The second is that they go into extreme behaviors. So sometimes it's like extreme low self-esteem to extreme confidence. Sometimes it's diet. They go on, heavy dieting. They like don't eat, and then suddenly they start eating and they, get weight. Or something like spending. They spend too much, or they don't spend, or they just become too kind and over giving versus becoming too shrewd. So you see the, both sides of the extreme. And sometimes you feel like everything is nice and this person is like just normal, and they snap and suddenly they go to the extreme. They go through isolation. They kind of, lock themselves in the room and they don't speak to someone or anyone, or they lose appetite, or suddenly they're out socializing, extreme partying and socializing. And so you will see this extremes in people who have mental health issues, or who are struggling with themselves, their identity, or are not able to process reality. Sometimes you also see anger, bouts of anger, and suddenly they go quiet. Now, it's not that these people don't know that they have mental health issues. They know they want help, but they are just not able to ask for it or execute on, taking help, going to a therapist, going to a counselor, a psychologist, or a life coach. They're fully aware, and that actually makes it worse because they know what's happening, they want help, but they're not able to get it. The last one is unpredictability. This person is completely unpredictable. So sometimes they go on a project and they seem extremely confident and they're executing it, and suddenly they get fear, or they freeze themselves, or they just cancel everything and they do something else. They just don't want to do that anymore. They want to, kind of just sit home, or they want to execute another project. So you will see unpredictability in their relationships, unpredictability in their patterns, their sleeping patterns, their eating patterns, and how they basically live life. So these are the 3 signs of mental health issue. You can understand that a person is struggling with mental health issues. And through this video, I want to bring awareness to you who are watching. Please make sure that if you are someone who's struggling with this, you are able to take help, speak about it. There is help available. Do not stay in silence. And if you know someone who has these signs, please lend a hand, give them support, take them to a therapist, talk about it. It's okay to talk about it. Sometimes people just need a, outlet to talk, to vent, because nobody wants to talk about this and people just want to hush them or make them wrong. So just, kind of supporting them, saying it's okay, helping them understand themselves better. Or if you see extreme, behavior, obviously go take a professional help. Help is available. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions regarding this video, please post your questions below. Share your experience if you're someone who knows about this area, and if you want to shed some additional light, we'll be more than happy. Thank you so much again, once again, for watching this video. Stay alive, stay fearless, keep being strong, and please make sure that you take care of your mind and your mental health. Thank you.